Ever wondered how Indonesia and India, two economic giants in Asia, navigate their distinct performance while embracing Islamic values of equity, responsible financial stewardship, and also practicing the ethical conduct? Assalamualaikum, dear listeners. Welcome to another episode of Yahya's Research. Today, we will embark on a journey through the heart of the Asia, exploring the intricate dance of economics between two colossal nations that are Indonesia and India. I'm your host Emil, and in this episode, we will dissect the economy narratives of these two diverse nations. They are weaving in the rich tapestry of Islamic values. Okay, guys, in Asia, a vast and dynamic continent, they are pulsating with over half of the world's population and economies that seem to defy the gravity of the world. Among those two giants, okay, India and Indonesia are emerging as pivotal players. Each of them have a unique set of characteristics and a potential. So, why we finding the divergence between these two? Okay, let's start with the basics. When we are talking about the economic size and growth, India absolutely will take the lead. The fifth largest economy globally, they are boasting a GDP of 3.7 trillion in 2023. Indonesia, though not lagging far behind, Indonesia holds the 16th spot with a GDP of 1.34 trillion. But guys, here is the twist. Indonesia's GDP per capita shines twice as bright as India. Indonesia reflecting not just economic prosperity but also resonating with the Islamic values of equity and social justice. Now, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of the financial responsibility, a principle that deeply rooted in the Islamic economics, the responsibility of the fiscal aspects. Picture this, guys. Indonesia managing a more favorable fiscal and also debt situation than India, with a primary balance of 0.5% minus in GDP compared to India minus 3.56%. Indonesia has a smaller fiscal deficit, which are implying a lower needs to borrow money. This is aligning with the Islamic principles of responsible financial stewardship, would allow debt. Next thing are the trade and investment. This is the lifeblood of the economic growth. Both Indonesia and India are moderately integrated into the global economy, with the trade to GDP ratio of 40% in 2023. They are big player in the world, guys, and the foreign direct investment for both of them flows into the nation at 1.5% GDP, that are showcasing a comparable attractiveness for foreign investors. It's a delicate dance for both Indonesia and India, as they are balancing the market size, the labor costs, the infrastructure, regulation, and also the political stability. All they are doing that all while adhering to the principle of fairness and also the ethical conduct that outlining in the Islamic finance principles. And now let's take a zoom in of this economy, the beating heart of their sectors. India takes the lead in the service sector, contributing 55% to its GDP in 2023. They are highlighting a robust and diversified sector, including the finance, IT, tourism, education, and also the health. On the flip side, Indonesia boasts a more advanced in the manufacturing sector. Indonesia has a manufacturing sector comprising 20% of its GDP in 2023. Indonesia leaving India trailing at 16%. Both nations, however, they need to maintain a balance in their economic activities. Why? Because that is a reflection of Islamic concept of moderation and also avoiding the excess. Next thing is agriculture. That is the foundation of many economic civilization. Agriculture still holds a significant share in both nations. Indonesia and India mirroring each other with 50% and 30% of their GDP respectively. They are dedicated in agriculture in 2023 around that. Reminder that amidst the rapid development, both countries face ongoing challenge in the rural development to ensuring the food security. That is the issue that resonates with Islamic teaching on caring for less fortunate, especially by prioritizing the food which is in the agriculture sector. So guys, as we unravel the economic tapestry of Indonesia and India, it's evident that while they are in the stage of Asian continent, their performance is still distinct, even below the China. Indonesia shines with a smaller yet prosperous economy. Indonesia has a more advanced manufacture and also a lower fiscal burden, all in harmony with Islamic principles of responsible economic management. Meanwhile, India also boasts a larger and faster growing economy. India has a more developed service sector and also a unique prowess in innovation. Yet, they are still grounded in the principle of fairness in the ethical conduct. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you for joining us on the exploration of knowledge about Asia's economic intricacies, especially from the two big players after China, Indonesia and India. And we are also adding to see this from the Islamic values. Okay, we'll back soon with a more insight and also the perspective, guys. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and may your endeavor be guided by the principle of justice and compassion. By this, Yahya's Research signing off. Assalamualaikum.